Hola chicos! Today we are going to talk about past participles as adjectives. This Google Doc is on Schoology, so go ahead and take that out if you need to follow along, or if you're here just for an extra review. Here we go. Adjectives that are formed from verbs are called past participles. So how do we form a past participle? In Spanish, we have our verb, and if we want to use an AR verb, we're going to drop the AR and add ado. So it's not functioning like a verb with our AR verb endings. We're using this verb like an adjective to describe something. Same with ER-IR verbs, we're going to drop that ending and add ido. And then if the verb is reflexive, we're also going to drop the say from the infinitive. So we don't need that say pronoun. So let's take a look at some examples. So cerrar is to close. Now that is our verb. So if I said, for example, I closed the door, that is functioning like a verb. It's telling me the action. However, we're using this as an adjective, a describing word. So this would work in a sentence like the door is closed. So I'm talking about and describing that door. It is closed. So in order to form that, I would take away the AR ending. So I have this, my stem, and then I just need to add ado. Cerrado would be closed. Perder, to lose. So take away that ER, IR ending. That's our verb. So take away that ending, and then we would communicate perdido for lost. So let's say you said, my homework is lost. Then you would use this adjective. Vestirse is to get dressed. So vestir is an IR verb, but we also said if a verb is reflexive, this say, that goes away. We can ignore that. We don't need it. So vestido would be our past participle. Same with peinarse, combed, like my hair is combed. I'm not saying I'm combing my hair. I'm not talking about the action, just describing it. So we have our adjective here. Here are some useful verbs that you should know the definitions because we're going to use them as our past participles. Take time to find them. They are on Schoology, so if you need to double check some definitions or you're not quite sure on some, look at the presentation on Schoology here. Okay, here's just some practice. Did you get it? So let's look at this sentence here. It says, van a sentarse los estudiantes. So are the students going to sit? We're saying the students, they are seated. They're sitting down. So los estudiantes están sentados. Another example, decoraste el pastel. Did you decorate the cake? I love decorated cakes. So we're describing the cakes here. We're not saying somebody decorated it, we're describing it. So in this case, we're going to say decorados. And remember, adjectives always need to match what we're describing. So if we have los pasteles, that's why I have an S here, decorados. This one, yo prefiero esa leyenda. I prefer this legend. Es mi leyenda preferida también. So it's my preferred legend also. And leyenda is feminine, so that's why I have preferida. Okay. So looking at these practice ones, go ahead and work on these, and then you can compare your answers to the Google presentation on Schoology. But just always think of these, they're functioning like adjectives, so they always need to match and agree with what you're describing, and they come from that verb.